Okay, good. So, all right, we are recording. Thank you all for coming on tonight. So, for those of you watching live and for those of you who are watching the recording, you may want to have a piece of paper or whatever you use to take notes with, to write down just briefly some steps of what I'm going to share tonight. This is something I have been personally working on with intention, for my own personal business. And I want to share with you about this so that you too can just work at being more intentional. So starting off, we're here because we want to have a business that flourishes. We want to be bringing in a paycheck, a good income. In order to do that, we need to have people coming on board with us. In order to do that, we need to be opening our mouths and talking about it, right? Now, the products are absolutely sensational. I have a super, super quick, brief testimony personally that just happened this week with our 9-year-old who deals with growing pains and some restless leg stuff at night. And we really don't like doing acetaminophen. And I've tried some other things as well. And then it occurred to me to just try giving her some ease mixed up in a little bit of pink drink. So I did that. Took her pain and aches away very quickly, almost as quickly as acetaminophen. I was blown away. I shouldn't be blown away. I was blown away. 1 capsule. And she said it didn't actually taste too strong either because it's that fishy smell. And then I had her do it, maybe it was last night or the night before, I can't remember. And it was so quick how fast it worked for her to take those pains away. So all that to say, our products are amazing. Okay. But if we only talk about the products, we are only most of the time, I need to be careful, more of the time going to have product users as opposed to people with an open mind to work the business. Now, of course, when we have people who start for just the products, most of us here did that. Okay. And we were open-minded to working this, or maybe we started and we were like, oh, going all in, like I'm going to start working this. Okay. But that's not the norm. That's not the norm. And so I personally am looking for more people who are open to building a business, to earning an income, to getting uncomfortable, to putting themselves out there. And so what I'm working on personally doing is actually starting to talk about that on social media prior to any private conversation I have with anyone, because I'm looking for people who are going to stand out, who I can converse with, who are like, yes, I am open to that. Yes, let's have a conversation about this. How does this work? So I want that for you guys. I want your success badly. I want your success. And I want to share any little snippets and tidbits that have worked for me, and that I'm working on still. I want to share that with you, to just any way that I can make this a little bit more streamlined and time efficient. Okay, so the business, I was talking about the products. Those are fantastic. We want people on the products. Okay, we all know people who need them. And yes, a lot of our teams are going to be made up of product users. But the business is, I would say, almost, if not a little bit more life-changing than the products. Okay, the business. So you can have people using the products and saying, oh, I feel so much better. I'm, all these different things are not bothering me as much anymore or at all. I'm off of certain medications, all this kind of stuff. But if they are financially struggling, they're still missing a huge part to this whole opportunity, right? That's where the income opportunity comes into play. That's where we have to be opening our mouths. So, why talk about the business? Because we want people on social media, because we want people to come in with an open mind to doing this with us. is as opposed to only talking about supplements and someone coming in with a more closed mind. Okay. I'm not saying that all the people that come in for supplements are going to have a closed mind. Again, many of you on here came in for supplements, have an open mind. Okay. But it's so much easier to be having the business minded conversations prior to enrolling somebody. Okay. So money helps, you guys. Money helps. People need money. Okay. For so many things. All right. So that's why it's important to talk about the business.
I'm done.
So let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure we're muted. All right. I was gonna say something. Hang on one second. Please forgive me. Hmm. Okay, it will come to me. Okay. Okay, that's what it was. It had to do with social media. All right. So most of the time we are doing our business on social media because there's way more people we can talk to in a shorter amount of time at any time throughout the day, right? Whether we're working outside the home and then we have little bits of time where we can do this, or we're at home and we're whatever it is. Okay. So using social media with intention is how this works. I'm preaching to the choir right now, aren't I? But I thought I was using social media with intention until I dawned on me on my own self working through things on social media. It dawned on me one day not long ago, I really wasn't using social media with as much intention as I thought I was. So, because I want business builders, because I want women coming on board who are like, yes, let's talk about this. Yes, I'm open to this. What do I need to do? How does this work? I decided to start getting more bold and straightforward in my stories so that I can almost, in a sense, weed through people who are watching and have conversations. So when we use social media with intention, we are going to have more opportunities to talk about this and results. And using social media with intention means being consistent on social media, something I am still working on. I think I will always work on this. But all throughout the week, being consistent. Does that mean I'm tied to my phone 24/7? Absolutely not. Okay. I will burn out. Does that mean I have my notifications dinging off in the background? No, most of my notifications, as some of you know, are absolutely as silent as the dead. So the only notification or anything that dings is my husband's text. That's it to me. Even my texts are silent and some of them are even muted. So I'm going to screen share with you and walk you through what I've personally been doing. I kind of have a little step-by-step thing. This is something, guys, I don't know if this is, it's nothing different than what we've been doing. It's just doing it with more intention and purpose. Okay. And so I'm not saying this is the magical key to anything, because there isn't, right? Working this takes consistency, being willing to consistently be growing and applying and getting uncomfortable and messaging people and following up and repeating and repeating and repeating. Okay. So, oh, sorry. Hang on. Where did I go? Where did you all go? I lost you. Hang on. There. Okay. I'm going to screen share and go to, give me a second here. 1 second. Okay. We're going to go to Facebook. Okay. Now, this morning, I had stories from yesterday that pertained to the business. Okay. And I used those stories this morning to reach out to people. Now, those stories are no longer present. You know how they're only 24 hours, right? So, you're not going to see the story attached to the message. Okay. But I'm going to go and I'm going to show you how I messaged someone. This is more of a follow-up message I sent to somebody. After this, I will go to Instagram and show you a message, honey, just a minute, that I sent to someone. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Nope, I can't even go there. I'm gonna go. Shh. Yes, I know. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go to Messenger actually. Boop, 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 boop. We go all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, that one's not there anymore. But this is what I do. I will go to my stories when it's a Plexus-based story, and I will watch till the end of my stories and send a message. This is a follow-up message. Shh, you have to be quiet right now. Do you understand? Yes, Mom? Yes. Okay. Thank you. All right. So this is a follow-up message that I sent to her, and I always end it with a question. Okay. I end all my messages, almost all of them, with a question. Because I want the ball to be in their court. Okay. I want them to have a reason to respond. Okay. Let me go to Instagram right now and pull up. I'm going to do a search quick because it will actually, then I can. Hopefully she won't mind me using her message, our conversation. I don't think she will because I already did it before. So Leah is one of my, oops, there we go. One of my newest VIPs from last month. And I hadn't talked to her, obviously, as you can see on social media. But I, started the conversation because she had been watching my stories. And so I decided to message her, and she replied back and all that. And she said she wouldn't mind hearing more about it. Okay. So I said, at the end, would you be opposed to chatting about what I do using Plexus for you? I specifically talked about making extra side income. I'll say additional income. I'll say income, paycheck, whatever. Okay. I very clearly state that there is income involved. If you're trying to figure out or get messages written out and all that or whatever, I'm going to give you the messages after. I will give you messages after. So don't worry about trying to write message stuff down. Okay. So I did that. Okay. So now I'm going to use Leah as an example. Okay. So let's see. So I go to my stories. Okay. And I'll show you an example here in a minute. And I look and see who watched them all the way to the end of my last Plexus-based story. I'll show you that in a minute. And then I do a message, something like what I did here. Asking, would you be open to chatting about earning an extra income, like doing what I do? Something like that. Very, very simple, straightforward. Okay. So she said she was open to it. So I went to a Facebook group team page that we are part of called Rising Diamonds, and they have a bunch of the Business of Gut Health YouTube videos. These were YouTube events they had been doing consistently. They haven't done them in a while. And you guys, these videos are so good at for a person who doesn't really know what Plexus is, or even if they do know what Plexus is, if they don't know, like if you're like, well, how do I talk about Plexus and all that kind of stuff? If they're wondering, well, what's the opportunity like? What are the products like? This is a great way to give them an example by sharing with them one of these videos. And we can show you where those are. Some of you know where they are, but I'm going to go and show you this after so you can find it. If you're not in that Facebook group, please let us know. One of us can add you to it. But they have done excellent YouTube events with these. And so these are about a 20 to 30-minute recording. It is longer. It's not like a 2-minute, 3-minute recording. So in my voice message here, I told Leah this is going to be a longer, like 20 to 30-minute recording. Hang on one second. And sorry, I'm getting distracted. And sorry. This is a 20 to 30. I don't remember. I'm not going to play my voice message unless I should. Would that be awkward? That would make me awkward. That would make you feel awkward. I'm not going to do that right now. I don't like hearing myself. So that's an area I need to work on. Where I said, do something while you're watching, listening to it. Like if you're driving somewhere, listen to it, right? Don't watch it. If you're folding laundry, if you're cooking, whatever you're doing at home, okay? Listen to it, watch it. Don't just, multitask, right? It's what we teach ourselves anyways to do in Plexus. And I said, I'll check back with you in a few days unless I hear from you. So I'm giving her enough time to watch it, not just like hey, did you watch it? Like 2 hours later. Okay. Because I'm not even going to watch it I have things going on in my day, but like in 24, 48 hours, 72 hours. Yeah, I can make time to watch that. Right. Okay. So she got back to me. And her husband, you can see exactly what she messaged me. Obviously, they want to look more into it. I would too. She's concerned she's never done anything like this before. Totally get it. Okay. I was concerned too, nervous, unsure. Almost 99% of people are going to be unsure because we've never done something like this before. It takes those of us here, it takes us blazing the trail for other people. Okay. In order to say, I know how uncertain this is. I will come alongside you and show you step by step. Okay. All right. And my upline will come alongside and help you as well and show you. Okay. That's what we're doing right now, you guys. We're learning how to come step by step. Okay. So I messaged her and let's see. I told her I was going to add her to Dare to Dream. Okay. I did. If you're not in the Facebook group called Dare to Dream, and you guys, I can type out what I did as well. So you're not necessarily feeling like you have to scribble everything down. Okay. But I added her to Dare to Dream so I could go and then tag her in some testimonies of the business income so that they could read them and be like, oh, okay, other people are doing this too. Okay. So this was a conversation that went really, really well. Okay. This doesn't always happen for me. All right. But she was very much on board, and so was her husband. And so I wanted to get on the phone with her. But even if she had more questions, I would have checked back in with her. Okay. I was going to check back in with her. And if she had said, I think I'm open to chatting, I would have, or, something like that, open to chatting, I would have gotten on the phone with her. Okay. Regardless. Cause I tell people who I'm talking to who haven't been in Plexus yet, I tell them point blank, it's normal to have questions. I'm an open book to the point down all the way down to the point where I will tell you what I'm earning. I will tell you what I was earning 3 years ago as opposed to what I'm earning now. I will tell you that my paycheck has gone up and down. I will tell you what you want, what you're asking, because I want you to know that this is extremely doable. You can do this. This is a long-term thing. This isn't like a quick overnight, let's earn a ton of money and all that. Okay. So I want them to be able to ask me questions. I want them to start feeling at ease. I want them to wrap their heads around this. And so what I did with her, and actually Julie, who's on here as well, Julie is my newest VIP. I got on the phone with her too, because Julie, I hope you don't mind me saying this, Julie was not necessarily interested in doing the business side. I was following up with her for a long time about taking the products. Okay. And then finally one day, I don't remember what it was, something you said, Julie, or something in your Facebook post or something triggered me. And I thought, I need to ask her about the business. Oh, no, maybe it was because you said, I don't know if I can afford the products and something like that. So I said, hang on. I said, hey, can we get on the phone? And you said, oh no, I said, hey, would you be open to the business? And you said, I think so. And so I circled back around, asked you about the business. You said, I think so. I said, can we get on the phone? You said, yes, we got on the phone. I talked through the similar scenario I did with Leah. Okay. So got on the phone with her, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Talked with her. Forgive me if I rabbit trailed there. I'm not trying to. Okay. So I'm going to go, where was I going to go? I was going to go somewhere, you guys. Where was I going to go? Somebody said something in a chat. Oh, yes, Becca did. Okay. Where was I going to go? I'm going to go over here really quick. Okay. I'm going to show you, if you're not in it already, because some of you may not be. Okay. Couple of them. Dare to Dream. if you're not in this Facebook group, you need to be in this Facebook group. Okay. At a bare minimum for your sake. Okay. You need to be in this Facebook group. Dare to Dream is not a product-based testimony group. We have that. We have actually a lot of those. It is a business opportunity testimony group. And you guys, it is chock full of amazing stories, people just like you in so many walks of life, so many relatable stories. Okay. Also, with like Lori Bradford, like breaking down the compensation plan, talking about the benefits of it. Okay. Multiple videos about that. All right. And then tons and tons of stories about other people's, how the opportunity has changed their lives, where they came from, how it's changed things for them now. Huge, amazing stories, all the way down to stories about people who are able just to start going out to eat with their family again because they now have more money in the bank account. Like, you guys, that's everyday stuff. Okay. They don't have to budget how much milk they buy. They can actually buy multiple gallons of milk for their family. Like, this is real stuff. Okay. I remember what I was going to show you. We're going to go back to Instagram. You guys are being so patient. Thank you. I don't know how to use Instagram on the computer, so this is where I am. Oh, here we are. Okay, we're going to go. I'm going to show you my stories. Okay. Now, I'm not an Instagram guru, you guys. I mainly use my stories. I'm not good at doing reels. I have some reels. I'm not good at it. Okay. So I'm not going to teach you how to like use Instagram. What I'm doing right now is showing you how I use my stories. Oh, excuse me. I have to shift my legs to reach out to people. Okay. So we're going to go to stories. And now these stories I intentionally loaded today. Now these ones are from obviously almost 24 hours ago, last night sometime. Okay. Okay. This is from this morning. Okay. So I share snippets about, hang on, sharing, about our life, right? We have to share things about our life. We want to share things about our life. Okay. And so very intentionally, I took pictures and videos of myself with my pink drink. Okay. Because I'm going to explain it to you after. All right. So, as real as I can be. I did this. A lot of times I put music to the background of my stories, but sometimes more lately I'm letting just the background noise be there because I want people to just be able to relate to life. Okay. So today I did a pink drink mix up stuff. I haven't done one as much lately, so I did one of those. And then let's see, what did I do next? Okay, just a quick little, picture. I'm going to pause right there, super quick. Can I tell you how easy it is to get your own content? Okay, it's as simple as like you're mixing, you're busy with your kids or whatever you're doing in the morning, and you're like, oh, 5 seconds. Take a picture of your pink drink. Hold it up in the background, like that. Okay, super quick. That's all. All right. That's all it has to be. And you can save this to your phone and you can use it to talk about so many things. So many things. Okay. Moving forward. All right. Now okay, that's just a silly thing, but I intentionally was planning on talking about the business income opportunity in my stories today on Thursday. So tomorrow I can use it to message people about the business. All right. Okay. So let's see. Here I go. Okay. So this is just some homeschool stuff. And I was like, okay, Melody, you have to think about how to tie this in to your business, right? So I did that. And then I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tie it in. Guys, you have to get creative. You just need let yourself get creative. Think about how you can tie things into your life. Okay. All right. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So I did that. I set my phone up, all right, and I let it record things in my life, in our life. My family's used to this now. And I save them to use whenever I want to in my stories for anything, okay? So I did this. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to come back here and I'm going to go all the way through my slides. I'm going to keep going, keep going, and I'm going to land right here. And I'm going to go look and see down here, seen by 6 right now. I don't have a ton of people watching right now because I just did it an hour ago. Okay. I'm going to look and see who is not on my team already, who watched it, who I have not talked to about the business yet. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to go and I'm going to tap on their name and I'm going to message them a very simple message, like the one I showed you tonight, or one of the ones I showed you tonight. And I have other ones I can share with you. All right. Let's see. That's what I wanted to show you that. And then super quick before I forget. Okay. Now, okay. Yep. Really quick. I know I'm all over the place. Oh, here we go. Rising Diamonds. Okay. If you're not in this Facebook group, this is the larger part of our team. This is our further diamond uplines. They're further up above us, Amber and Lori. They're fantastic. You guys, I'm going to show you. Hang on. I'm trying to move my mouse here. There it is. Okay. Right here, this little magnifying glass, you can type in, as you can see, I already have done this. You can type in the business of gut health, and it's going to pull up. And this is about the video I mentioned to you, how I sent it to Leah and I sent it to Julie, and I think I sent it to some other people. But you can sift through and you can look really quick and just see, I wonder which one I should send to whoever who is open to talking about the business. You're like, I want you to watch this video first. Okay. So that they can get a much clearer idea of how Plexus is, how it helps people, and how it can help them. Okay. So all you need to do is come over here, grab a link, go copy and paste it into a message to them. I'm going to stop right now. Okay. Let them know that it is a 20 to 30 minute video and that they need a plan to watch it and do it when, whatever, at night. Whatever, washing dishes, folding laundry, that kind of thing. Driving in the car, but don't watch it, have it on the side playing. Okay. A couple more things. I know I threw a lot at you guys, but I have a method to my madness tonight. Obviously, this is all about me wanting your success, me wanting you to start opening your mouth more and more about the income opportunity. I don't care if you're only earning $20 or if you're earning $200 or $2,000 or whatever. Okay. You're in this, you're working it. Okay. Here's the other thing. You can share other people's testimonies. Okay. And that is what I have done. I don't have it saved right now. I will take screenshots. That was one thing I forgot to do. I will take screenshots. I did that of Brittany Howard's business testimony. I will go to Dare to Dream and I will take screenshots of who's ever, story testimony I like, and I'll crop it down. And then and with their picture, I'll save it to my phone and then I'll go to my stories and pop it in there. It's like 2 or 3 slides long and that's okay. All right. And share why you are doing this. What are you working towards? Yes. 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 Thank you, Crystal. Thank you. You don't have to have your story doesn't have to be all done, and your story never will be all done. By the way, your testimony will never have arrived. Okay. It shouldn't. You should always be working on improving yourself and all that. Okay. But just even when you become a diamond, it doesn't mean you've arrived. Okay. But you can, from the very beginning, share why you are doing this. Like Crystal said in the chat here, what you are working towards. Why are you doing this? Why are you putting yourself out there? Why is this important to you? And how can this be important to somebody else? How can this help someone else? Okay. So before we run out of time tonight, okay, 2 things. Okay. This is where the method to my madness comes into play. I have no idea why those balloons go on my screen. I don't know if every time. Is it when I do this? Maybe. I don't know. Yep. It's done that every time. In the other Zooms I've been in and I put my fingers up because I'm whatever. Don't understand it. Anywho, tomorrow, mid-morning, okay, it's either going to be 10 a.m. Central or 11 a.m. Central. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to pick a time. Okay. I'm going to have a power hour, and it's going to be a power hour with purpose. All right. If you're able to get on, that's great. If your life is busy at that moment, I understand. Okay. But if you're able to get on, I want to encourage you to get on, because in the power hour, I will walk you through your stories messaging somebody. Okay. So there is an actual small assignment. If you want to be part of that power, now you can be part of the power hour and not do this tonight. That's totally fine. But the purpose of the power hour tomorrow is so I can actively show you how to use your stories the way I just showed you tonight. Okay. So tonight, before you go to bed, because believe it or not, people like to stay up late and watch other people's stories on Instagram and Facebook, and they will. So you can load things late tonight and people will still be watching them whenever they watch them, and early in the morning when they wake up, because that's what people do on social media. I do that too. So you can load stories tonight about the business. And then tomorrow during the power hour, you can go see if you have anyone that has watched it that is not already on your team, and message them about the business. Okay. With me being on the power hour with you, I know, I don't get it. With me being on the power hour, I don't get it. I don't know. That's horribly distracting. Okay. Does that make sense? Somebody nod their head if it makes sense. So after we get off of this, I will go to our team chat. I will drop some ideas for you to use in your stories, for you to get creative. Also, I will put in there some screenshots that I've used in the past for other people's testimonies. Just like we use people's testimonies for the products, this is a great opportunity to use people's testimonies about the business, even more so, because there's so many stories about people from all different walks of life with all different things that they've had going on. And suddenly they start Plexus and they decide to start working it, and they suddenly have a paycheck, and this is how they can use it. Okay. You never know who's watching. And I'm guaranteeing you, you guys have quite a few people watching your stories, probably more than I do. I've talked with some of you, not all of you, but some of you have way more people who watch your stories than watch my stories. That's like a minefield out there. It's a field ready to harvest. Okay. So tonight, if you want to do the assignment in order to use the power hour well tomorrow, please do so. I'm not going to check in on anyone. I'm just going to do the power hour tomorrow. And if you do it, that's great. Okay. So we're going to do that tomorrow morning in the power hour. I'm going to walk you through, okay, we're going to do this. This is the kind of message you can send, tweak it to make it fit you. And then, you're going to send them, and we're going to spend some time doing our actual income producing activity. And I'm going to help you learn how to just streamline it and still talk about the business and not be afraid to talk about the business. Okay.